So one of the things I want you guys to realize is that your body literally becomes addicted to your emotions. And so each emotion has certain chemicals that's produced in the body. So that's why when we're stressed, we have higher cortisol levels. When we're happy, we have higher endorphins and things like that. So there's a chemical that's attached to any emotions that take place in your body. So if you're constantly in a state of stress, if you're constantly in a state of fear, if you're constantly worrying, your body becomes dependent on cortisol. And so when you try to change, when you're making strides with your personal growth, with building your character, anything that is personal development and self-help or anything like that, you're gonna find that those emotions are going to try to win you over again. So you'll see that you'll have some progress. You'll be able to, start growing and meditating and doing all these things, right? And then at some point, you're gonna feel like you've come to a fork in the road, or things come to a screeching halt because your life just blows up. And it seems like things start moving backwards. And you'll even hear people say, or maybe you'll feel for yourself that, things actually got worse once I started manifesting. Things actually got worse once I started meditating. And what you have to understand is that anytime you are clearing a stoppage in a pipe, what happens when you have to push all the gunk through and it's black and brown and dirty and dingy? But then after you continue pushing all that stuff out, what happens? You get clean water. And that is the process of growth. You're gonna have to purge all of these negative habits, all of these negative character traits, all of these things that you've been working on autopilot for years, that you've let go uncontrolled, or just not dealing with the traumas and things that you have. Eventually it's gonna come up and you're gonna have to deal with it. So it's gonna feel like life is getting worse, but I want you to understand that is a good sign. When things start going crazy and you're intentionally working on your growth, that means that you are actually changing and you are actually growing, and the old you and those old emotions and those old chemicals are trying to fight for you back. All you have to do is persevere. Don't let that sidetrack you. Don't get off course. Don't let it ruin what you have going on. Keep moving forward. And this is what messes a lot of us up, because we get to a point where we feel like, okay, well, everything seems to be getting worse. I'm just gonna go back to the old me. But the old you comes with the old habits. It comes with the old life that you didn't want. It comes with the old circumstances, and it comes with all the things that you were trying to change. And so the only way to be able to move forward is to persevere through it. There's no way around it. Every single one of us is gonna have to persevere through some things that is extremely difficult for us to move forward from. But it's like a prerequisite for your success. And so you're gonna either have it hard now or hard later. Choose your heart. But either way, you wanna make sure you can do it in a way that benefits you. So why not have your heart now? Why not go through it? And when I say hard now, it could be hard for a couple months, and then you could be smooth sailing. We don't know how long it's gonna last, but again, perseverance is gonna be the game changer for any of us. So you want to continue just to move forward in this process. Continue holding on to that feeling. That's why I talk about meditation so much, because meditation will help you to hold on to that feeling. When you look around and you see everything around you saying that you do not live the life that you want to live, sometimes that could be discouraging. But if you decide, I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to forget about everything in this reality, and I'm going to hold the picture of what it would look and feel like to have the things that I want, and I'm not gonna let anybody or anything deter me in this moment from feeling the feeling of having it. And you do that 15, 20 minutes. If you can do it for an hour, 2 hours, even better, because it allows you to move past the things that you are experiencing in your reality that tells you otherwise. And you want to stay in the feeling and those emotions of having your desires now. It is so, so important to stay in that feeling of having it now. So yeah, so that's gonna be that for right now. Remember, you can have, be, or do anything, and life is not happening to you, it's happening through you. So go be great.